Hello and welcome back to the Miseducation of AI in Education. I'm your host, Sonia Hightower Rout, certified AI consultant, veteran educator, and your partner in breaking down the myths that hold us back from embracing the transformative power of artificial intelligence in our classrooms. Today's topic is one that's close to my heart because I've heard this concern over and over again. AI is too complicated for me. Now, whether you're a self-proclaimed technophobe or just someone who feels overwhelmed by new tech, let me tell you, AI is designed to help you, not stress you out. By the end of this episode, you'll see why AI tools are more approachable and user-friendly than you thought. So let's start with the fear itself. Many educators think, I'm not tech savvy enough for this. Maybe you struggle with using your school's gradebook software, or you found yourself staring blankly at that new smart board that they just put in your room. You're not alone. You have a lot of educators, especially those who have been in the system for a while, 10, 15, 20 plus years, and maybe on the golden side of life, that may not think that they are tech savvy enough to handle AI, and especially using it in the classrooms. Well, I'm here to tell you that that's just absolutely not true. And I get it. When you hear about artificial intelligence, it sounds like you need a computer science degree just to get started. But here's the good news. AI tools today are designed with you in mind. You don't need to code. You don't need to understand machine learning algorithms. You just need to know how to ask for help. And that's where AI shines. Now, let's break down the myth that AI is too complex. The truth is, the companies designing these tools want you to use them. And so that means making them as intuitive and as easy to work as possible. Now, here's how AI tools meet you where you are. Number one, conversational interfaces. Many tools like ChatGPT or Google Bard or Gemini or even Perplexity work through simple text-based interfaces. You type in a question or request the same way you would text a friend, and the AI responds. It's just that simple. For example, you might type, give me a lesson plan on the American Revolution for 8th grade. In seconds, you'll have a draft. No coding, no complicated steps, just plain language. The second way is with plug and play features. AI tools are often embedded in platforms you already use, like Google Docs and Canva, even PowerPoint. They all have AI-powered features to help with grammar, design, or even brainstorming. You're not learning something new entirely. You're enhancing the tools that you already know. Number three, tutorials and resources. Many of the AI platforms, almost all of them, come with step-by-step guides, video tutorials, and even in-app prompts to walk you through their features. It's like having a personal tech coach built right into the tool. Let's talk about real-life educators who started as skeptics and now are thriving in AI. And there were two that I worked with not too long ago. The first one, her name was Miss Johnson. She was a third grade teacher, and she once described herself, as a tech dinosaur. As most educators has been in the business for a while, they generally do call themselves tech dinosaurs. She barely used her computer beyond email. But when her district introduced ChatGPT for lesson planning, and they had me come in and train them, she decided to give it a try. Within minutes, she had a week's worth of personalized reading lessons, complete with comprehensive questions. She didn't need to know programming. All she had to do was type in her request in plain English. Now, this next one, Mr. Gonzalez. Mr. Gonzalez was a tough cookie. Oh man, Mr. Gonzalez was a high school history teacher, and hesitant was an understatement when it came to his approach to AI. He was very hesitant to try Canva's AI tools for classroom visuals. I was showing them how they could use the visuals and even the whiteboards in Canva to enhance their classroom activity and engagement. He thought that the design work to do something like that was just too complicated. But with just a few clicks, I was able to teach him how he could create vibrant infographics for his lessons in seconds. The AI suggested the color palettes and the layout, and it saved him hours worth of work. The common thread in these two stories? Both teachers were willing to take that first step. The tools did the heavy lifting. They just had to ask. Now that we've debunked those myths, let's talk about how you can move past tech phobia and start using AI confidently. My first suggestion to you is that you start small. You don't have to overhaul your entire teaching practice overnight. Don't do that. Begin with one AI tool and one task. For instance, use Grammarly for instant writing feedback, or you can even try ChatGPT for brainstorming lesson ideas. You can use, Canva has an AI feature now, and you can use those AI features to create a single class handout or an infographic or a chart or a graph. The key is to take small, actionable, manageable steps. Rome wasn't built in a day, and AI wasn't learned in a day either. Then learn alongside your students. One of the best ways to overcome tech anxiety is to make it a shared learning experience. Introduce an AI tool to your class, like Canva. Canva is good, and for most districts, they have allowed Canva to be used on the campus, and Canva is free to teachers and students, so it's the perfect tool to start with. Try with a tool like Canva and explore it with your class together. You don't have to be an expert. Your willingness to learn with your students models that curiosity and growth. And guess what? They're using it already. So take on a task like maybe doing a simple class presentation. You're working right along with the kids. Maybe you incorporate yourself into one of the student groups, and you all work together to learn the different functions of Canva to create this presentation. And then number 3, I want you to join a community. You guys, go ahead and join a community. Many educators are exploring AI right now, and there are countless online communities where you can share experiences, ask questions, and get support. Whether it's a Facebook group like My Lit Classroom, and I will leave the information down in the information bar under this video. But the Lit Classroom is one of my communities where it's focused completely on educators that are learning AI tools and sharing with one another. Or you can get into professional development sessions. I do those all the time. Or even podcasts like this one. You don't have to figure it all out on your own. We're here to help. And then 4, and this is the main thing for educators, and I know because I am one, embrace your mistakes. Here's the thing, you're gonna make mistakes, and that's okay. AI is a learning process for all of us, even me. They're coming out with new stuff every single day. Every misstep is an opportunity to grow. Besides, isn't that what we tell our kids? Now, I want to end with this. AI isn't here to make you feel inadequate. It's here to make your life easier. Think of it as a virtual teaching assistant, someone you can turn to for ideas, for support, and for solutions. The best part? You don't need to master every feature or know every detail. You just need to start. By embracing AI, you're opening the door to new possibilities for yourself and for your students. Well, you guys, that's it for today's episode of the Miseducation of AI in Education. If you've ever felt intimidated by AI, I hope this episode showed you that it's not about being tech savvy. It's about being open to new tools and taking small steps forward. Next week, we'll tackle another myth. AI will increase the digital divide in schools. Here's a spoiler. It doesn't have to. Until then, remember, you're not just an educator, you're an innovator. Let's keep redefining what's possible in education together. See you guys next time.